Alright, here we go. Game 2 from Tulane versus the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Spawning for Tulane, we have the green Terran MadHatter in the bottom left location, and in the top right location, we have Freater, the purple Terran. So it's going to be a Terran mirror matchup, and I feel like MadHatter always faces TvT for some reason. I wonder why that is. The map's going to be Zelnaga Caverns, one of them really balanced maps. I love playing on this map. Two Zelnaga towers in the middle. Your natural is actually pretty difficult to expand to defend because you got this huge ass area that you need to defend, and then they can also attack from this side, and it's like a huge pain in the ass to defend. But you have your third that you can reach by destroying these rocks, and which is also vulnerable to attacks on this side. You would think I would hate this map because I love to expand and all that jazz, but for some reason I have taken a liking to this map. I don't really know why. MadHatter are going to be checking these Zelnaga towers before heading to his opponent's base. Freater, meanwhile, is going to get into the base and going to be attempting to take out the building SCV, and he needs to pull that SCV or else it's going to die. Oh dear. Don't scare me like that, man. Oh, Jesus. The thing has 5 HP, and like if it decides to come back, it's gonna like die, unless it decides to wall in with the supply depot or something like that. Meanwhile, we got the orbital command coming for both players, and it looks like Freater also started with the refinery. It looks like they're open with similar openings, actually the exact same. We have the tech lab coming for Freater, and it looks like the scouting SCV is. Did you catch that? Oh dear lord. Your SCV is never going to be able to get out when there's a marine out, which means you should be checking the barracks, not attempting to. Please see the tech lab. He sees the tech lab. Alright, cool. So he should know by now that Marauders could be an issue, but more importantly that Reapers can come out, which means he should be defending the size of his base. Looks like he's going to be opening up with a factory. If this is the case, I'm pretty sure you are supposed to make one marine and then immediately start a reactor. I'm pretty sure he's going to be attempting to open up Hellions, unless he's going to be looking to go for a Banshee, which would make sense with the second gas. Man, it's been so long. I don't even know like StarCraft strategies anymore. And it does look like he's going to be going for the Banshee opening. Haven't actually seen that from a Terran perspective, so I don't know how effective that is. But meanwhile, we have a second barracks coming down for Freater and multiple Reapers coming out, as well as a command center. So this will be pretty interesting to see. MadHatter is cleverly positioning his Marines, but I actually would like it if this Marine was on this side, because I mean, you can always be Marines can always be pulled back to the ramp if they need to be, but if Reapers come by, I mean, Reapers actually beat out Marines in a one-on-one battle, so whatever. Freater actually being pretty passive with his Reapers. You would assume that he'd be at least taking the watchtowers, because Reapers take out early units so easily. Engineering bay and the third barracks is going to be coming for Freater. Still on one gas, and it looks like a scan is going to be going down for MadHatter. Don't do that. Send the frickin' SCV. Meanwhile, it looks like the three Reapers are going to be finally heading down. If he was smart, he would actually at least like take the watchtower first. And it looks like the Banshee is out, and the Cloak is going to be finishing up soon, and it looks like Marines are continuously being produced by MadHatter, and he's probably going to be starting tank production very soon. Looks like the expansion is coming down for MadHatter. What are you doing with your Banshee? Get in there! Get in there! Move it! There you go. Alright. Looks like the combat shields have completed for Freater, and he's going to be starting his missile turret. It looks like he's got one in the main base as well. MadHatter gonna be seeing this, should be taking out the SCV and then going instantly for. Don't go for the missile turret. You can cancel it. Go for. Oh dear. All right. He should really be going for the SCVs, but decided to go for the Marines. I actually really dislike that. Go for the mineral line. Go for the mineral line. Workers are more important, especially if you open up like this, where your SCV actually got taken out, presumably by the Reapers. Really needs to start building this again, looks like Banshees are going to be able to do some damage, and they are both going to get taken out. Lovely. Lovely. Not sure if he's. It looks like he decided to end the Banshee production and go into Tank Marine, which I don't blame him for, but I think I would have actually liked additional production of Banshees, and just to keep in your army. They do fairly well against Marines, as long as they're not getting focus fired. Freater, meanwhile, is going to be able to expand because he now held off the Banshee harass and is going to be finally taking control of the watchtowers. And yeah, sorry, I was not paying attention well enough at the minimap to know that the Reapers actually came inside the base of MadHatter. I'm going to assume, wow. Okay. Well, the Reapers actually did a whole lot more than the Banshee harass, so this is actually not looking very good for MadHatter, especially because the orbital is now just finishing for him, and I mean, Freater has been on this expansion for about a minute or two now already. Looks like 3 racks, 4 racks from Freater, and a reactor starport going to be coming up very, very soon, so which is going to mean medevac support. Hello. Looks like we also have a sensor tower placed in a very interesting location. This is going to help him see Banshees that come this way, except cloak units don't get caught by the sensor tower, which means, you know, like a Banshee can come up here, cloak, and get in here anyway. I don't like. What? What? Okay. Armory gonna be coming down for Freater, and it looks like MadHatter is gonna be able to secure his expansion as well. I'd like it if his tanks spread out and actually siege, like this one should probably be placed over here or over here in this location. Looks like we have some non-stop Marine production coming out, and no combat shields or sim quite yet. Additional tanks and Vikings are now coming out for MadHatter, and it looks like a 3rd base for Freater. Scan going down for Freater on MadHatter's expansion. I don't really understand what the point. Like, okay, first of all, I don't even know where to start. The Reapers were supposed to have control of these Naga towers, and then, like, if you have control of the Naga towers, why waste 50 energy on a scan when you can use that for a mule and send an SCV to see what his unit composition looks like? I don't, like, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Stim and combat shields is going to be done for Freater, as well as +1. He's going to be taking down the gold expansion, most likely going to be turning that into a planetary fortress. 2 additional barracks is now coming down, and this guy is just going all out Marine medevac, which is a very, very poor choice when he's seen that MadHatter has siege tanks, and siege tanks kind of eat up clumps of Marines, which is why you at least need a few Marauders in order to stem and take out the tanks. But hey, I'm not a Terran player. Who am I to say that mass Marines can't work? Boxer does it all the time. Heyo! So it looks like MadHatter is going to be looking to engage. Good positioning with the Marines right here, going to be protecting the tanks very, very well. And the Vikings are also going to be able to take out the medevacs. And MadHatter is actually doing a very, very good job of not overextending his Marines and letting the tanks fire out at Freater's units. Freater, on the other hand, should probably just stim up and go for a counterattack, or simply continue to engage in a spot where the tanks can't get him. But it looks like the Marine count was actually a little too high, and MadHatter's units are going to be getting cleaned up. Looks like the Vikings are going to go down as well. I think MadHatter could have done a little better job of bringing some more tanks. I think if he had continuous production, he could have had maybe 2 more, which actually would have done a lot more, because the tanks got a bunch of free shots off before Freater decided to finally engage. Freater gonna continue to press the A button. A button, of course, is for them Marines, the good old A button. MadHatter, on the other hand, is going to be getting a pretty nice balance of Marines, tanks, medevacs, and Vikings. Just got to make sure that you're producing. Producing at all times. You know, your Marines, your tanks. I'm actually not even sure if he can afford all of this on 2 base. Are you 2 factories, 1 starport reactor, and 4 barracks? That seems a little bit too much. It seems like a bit too much to me right now. But that's a lot of supply depots you have there. Wow. Well, MadHatter is certainly not going to be getting supply blocked anytime soon. It looks like the sensor towers are going to be able to prevent drops from happening. I like the sensor towers from MadHatter a lot more, mostly because drops are a pretty big threat, considering that Freater is going pretty much mass Marine medevac, versus this sensor tower pretty much serves no purpose. I'm pretty sure he put this down because of the fact that Banshees came early game, but I mean, get over here and cloak, and you can't see anything anyway, so I don't see what the point is. This turret is actually should actually be placed maybe around here. That way it could defend all these buildings, but it's protecting this sensor tower, which again is serving zero purpose. But Freater has secured this 3rd location, as well as building up his 4th, while MadHatter is just getting up his 3rd orbital. So, despite the fact that I like the unit composition from MadHatter a lot more, I think the overall advantage might still go to Freater, just on an economic basis. I believe he has now spotted both the gold and the 4th location, so it should be up to MadHatter to react to his opponent's economic greed. A ton of Marines and medevacs are going to be streaming in. A few tanks and Marauders are also in line. These tanks are not in siege mode. Gotta put them in siege. This guy has to back up and put them. Oh dear. He actually got really, really lucky that these units did not engage when these sieged up, because he could have just moved up here and cleaned these out, and then by then MadHatter's only got 2 siege tanks in the back, which can be taken out very, very easily. MadHatter is now going to be looking to secure his own 3rd, but it looks like Freater has already started his 4th. So Freater, I mean, anytime you get a base advantage in a mirror matchup is going to be pretty huge, and it looks like Freater is going to follow this up with 3 starports with a tech lab. I wonder if he's going to be going for something like battle cruisers, or is he going to be going for Banshees himself, I wonder. Or is he even going to go for a Raven? Oh my god, the possibilities are endless, and it looks like a drop's going to be going down for Freater. Despite the fact that the sensor tower can see this, I mean, this is kind of seems a little silly, but it looks like it's going to be doing some damage for now. You should not be pulling all your units because that now leaves your expansion wide open. Oh my god, do not take all your Marines. Your tanks are so vulnerable. Oh my god. I'm going to pray that Freater is going to stay over here while this drop goes away, because that could have been game ending. You gotta remember to protect your tanks. Remember to protect your tanks. And right now, you just unsiege all your tanks, and you're about to get owned. Siege them up, siege them up, siege them up! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you know how lucky you are to see that Freater decided to disengage? Jesus! Alright. It looks like we're gonna have a little tank push here. I like the spread of these tanks. Have your Marines protect. Like, what are these Marines doing, man? Oh my god. I'm like totally on my toes. Especially because this area is really vulnerable as well, and these two tanks are actually doing absolutely nothing because Medevacs would be dropped over here, and he has no vision of the high ground anyway, which means he'd have to. Oh dear. These units stim, it's gonna be, well, looks like they're just gonna stand there and take the tank shots, so I guess that's like, oh my god. Alright, you did not have to completely evacuate there. It looks like the entire like half the army is gonna get thrown away. Meanwhile, like, while these tanks are staying in mid, this is not looking good. I have no idea what to say about this. This could have been repaired, and all the SCVs did not even have to evacuate, considering there's only 3 Marines and like a Marauder. And now these siege tanks, like I said, become really weak when they're not being protected by these ground forces. Like 7 tanks is a huge amount of number and can easily take out like a ton of Marines and Marauders as long as they're being protected, but it looks like the poor decision of leaving the tanks behind is gonna force the GG out of MadHatter, and it looks like UVI is gonna be taking game number 2.